Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. Howell. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Check. Lucky. Check. Like 22. Get ready.
He'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a give right side. Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
2nd and 11. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the set.
56. Check 56. Crunch time, defense.
Hey, Alpha.
Back. Out. 56 to Mike.
Hustle. Down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. Alert flare. Check 99.
Ready to go.
2nd and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to find Alan Lazard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Howell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Broncos 29.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
2nd and 9 now. And this one complete to Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And an alley to run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rock it. Tighten up. Switch it. Hey, Stu. Under 10.
Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 83 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. On second down now, Akers. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set. 70. Indy. Look at me. Door.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Got it.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
22's coming, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He completes this to Sutton. A very solid gain of 27. So big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Akers, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Back to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
36.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos are going to get it at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you get some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go. Hard. 10-49. Safe.
2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up the throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. On the return, it's Kamara. Oh, a little 360. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Set a tone.
45.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A throw over the middle taken in. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But running game can really benefit your team right now.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check safety, check safety. Ready, ready.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd and 5. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Michael Thomas with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Steps it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there.
And he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Stop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Base.
Let's go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Bang, bang, bang. Get it.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Ready, ready. X3, 218, chop.
2nd and 2. This will be caught inside the 10. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. On the ball. On the ball. Ready, ready.
2nd and 3. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal.
Go.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Check 3, check 3.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Lead River.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Big gas.
Put up. Now.
Here's Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check.
Now a give, right side. Akers. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, it's just...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Quit talking about it.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Now back to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now it's the backup Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
One. 25 to Mike. We'll go 25.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Like 22.
Play fake. Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. So you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to top Matt Prater's record of 64, and officially this one will go in the record books at 65.
You saw him lining up for this, and you just thought to yourself, you know, he couldn't make this. And sure enough, to be here to see it, that's pretty darn awesome.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Akers. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Forced out to his left. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.